Welcome back. In the last video, I explained how you can use logarithm table to find the logarithm of a number. Likewise, how you can use anti-logarithm table to find the anti-log. And I explained that logarithm has two parts. So we have the characteristics part as well as the mantissa. The characteristics part, is that part before the decimal. For example, when I have something of this nature, if I have logarithm of 57.34, we obtain it to be 1.7585. I said this part is what? Is the characteristics part. So characteristics part, let me write it very well, or integer part. And I said this is what? The mantissa or decimal part. So, and I explained that you can obtain your characteristics part by counting the number of digits you have and you subtract one from it. For example, your digit here is what? You have 57 digits before the decimal point. You subtract one from it, you are going to have 1. Then you get rid of this decimal point and check 5734 on your 4-figure table. And don't forget, if you want to check this in your table, I ask you, you move to the logarithm table and check 57 under 3 difference 4. So 57 under 3 difference 4. So if that is clear, if you understand that. So I also explained that for your anti-log, so you just need to use your mantissa to find the what? To find, you use the mantissa to check, you use your mantissa to check the anti-log, then you now use your characteristics part to place the decimal point. So today I'm going to explain how you can use logarithm table for calculation of numbers greater than 1. Remember in the first video I told you that without using calculator or your hand, you can use what? Your logarithm table to simplify. Perhaps you want to find the multiplication, you want to divide, take the power or the root of a particular number. You can actually use your logarithm directly. So that's one of the application of logarithm. So to do this, let me give you an example to back it up. Example, I have use logarithm table to evaluate the following. Number 1, I have 3.456 multiplied by 234.2. Number 2, I have 786.8 divided by 12.54. Number 3, I have 34.23 raised to power 4. So number 4, I have square root of 79.48. So these are not difficult to find, and you don't need to use your calculator. So as well as your hand, you can actually use the 4-figure table directly. So for example, if you want to do this solution, for the first question, I have 3.456 multiplied by 234.2. Remember, logarithm of a number, say in base 10, is the power to which that number is raised to give you the number. So it means if you take the logarithm of each of the number, taking the logarithm of each numbers, then you find the logarithm of this, that's going to be 10 raised to power something, right? So you know the logarithm of, so let me say log 3.456. What are you going to do first? You find your characteristics part. Don't forget the characteristics part. You count the number of digits you have, which is 1 before the decimal point, and you subtract 1 from it. Your characteristics part here will be 0. You understand now? Then you have 0 point. So you now get rid of this decimal and check all the number in your what? In your logarithm table. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you check that? It means you are going to check the first 2 digits, since we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you check 34 under 5. This is 34 under 5, right? So difference 6. So difference 6 here. Sorry, I think it is 8. Yeah. So then you have 5, 3, 6 is plus 8. That's you give you 4, 7. If you keep 1 here, 3, 5. That is 5, 3, 7, 4. So this one will give you 5, 3, 7, 4. Then multiply by, for this one, you don't need to stress yourself as well. Don't forget logarithm is the power to which 10 is raised. Then you find your characteristics parts. It's like 1 to find 2, 3, 4.2. You know these digits, how many digits do we have before the decimal? They are 3, right? Then you delete 1 from it, you have 2. Then it means your characteristics part is 2. Then you now get rid of this negative and use the what? And use the number to find the logarithm on your table. So and what will now be the logarithm of that number? It means you are going to check 23 under 4 difference 2. 23 under 4 difference 2. Then you have 23 under 4. 23 under 4 here is what? 3692, right? So difference 2 will give me what? So difference 2 here is 4. So when you add this guy to this guy, 3692 plus 4, then I'm going to have 3696. 3696. So that 0.3696. So it means this one will give you 2.3696. Sorry, 3696. So if you now use your laws of indices, this one will give me 10 raised by 0.5374 plus 2.3696. So when you add the two guys together, I have 2.3696. This one is 0, 16 plus 1, 17, 0, 1. This one is 9. Then you have 2. That gives you 10 raised by 2.9070. But I said you should not stop there. So it must not end there. So what we have to do is to what? So is to find the anti-logarithm. Since you want to find the number that actually give this logarithm, and to find the anti-logarithm, you are going to check, you are going to use your mantissa, you are going to use it in your anti-logarithm table and use the characteristics part to place the decimal point. It means I'm going to check 0.90 under 7 difference 0 in your anti-logarithm table. Please don't check it. If you check it on the logarithm table, then you are wrong. So then we want to check 90 under 7. That's 80, 72 difference 0. There is no difference 0. So then you are going to add 80, 72. So it means this gives me 80, 72. Then you are now going to use your U2, that is the characteristics part here, to place the decimal point. You understand now? So before I have my characteristics part to be 2, it means how many digits did I have? You have 3 digits. Just for example, when you were finding the characteristics part here, you have 2 digits. You just subtract 1, making 2. Before you can have 2, you actually have what? 3 digits. So it means before I can have 2 here, I actually have 3 digits before the decimal point. Then you now count it. 1, 2, 3. Then you place your decimal point here. So therefore, 3.456 multiplied by 2, 3, 4.2. So we give me what? So we give me 807.2. 807.2. So if you check your calculator, if you confirm that with your calculator, so you will see you are going to get the same result or approximate result. So the same result or an approximate result. So if that is cleared, so it means what we can deduce here is that when you are finding the product of two numbers using your logarithm, two or more numbers using logarithm, it means you are going to find the logarithm of each of them. So then you add the number together. So for example, if I don't want to stress myself here, you can just find number, logarithm. We know that this guy 3.456, the logarithm of it is what? 0.5374. You understand now? So then the logarithm of the second number is 234.2. So that's what 3696. If you add the two guys together, you are going to have 2.090. You understand now, since it is the logarithm and you are multiplying. So you understand now. So you now find the antilog of this. That will give you what? 80807.2. So you can see this is very difficult. You don't want to do that in standard form like that. Let me give you another example. What if you want to find the quotient of two numbers? So can you guess what we are going to have? Okay, let us do it together. I have 7C86.8 divided by 12.54. That is not difficult to do as well. So you follow the same approach like we did in the first example. And how do you do that? So it means you are going to find the logarithm, find the log of each numbers. So then if you are taking the logarithm of this, don't forget logarithm is what? The power to which 10 is raised. So, and if you want to find the logarithm of 786.8, you are going to find the characteristics part first. The digit before the decimal here are 3. It means my characteristics part will be what? Will be 2. Then you put your 2 here. Then you get rid of this decimal point and you check all the number in your four figure table. It means you are going to check what? 78 under 6 difference 8. Under your what? Under your logarithm table, not the anti-logarithm table. You have to be very careful. If you check it on the if you check logarithm on the anti-logarithm table or vice versa, then you have 0. You understand now? We take 78 under 6 difference 8. 78, 78 under 6. You know this is 78, right? Under 6. 78 under 6 will give me 8954, right? So different what? Different 6. So different 6 here gives me what? 3. So then if you add these two guys together, you are going to have 8957. So then this one will give me 8957. So 8957, then divided by, okay, for this one as well. So the characteristics part will be 1, right? Since we have two digits, just subtract 1, right? So then you now check 12 under 5 difference 4. 12 under 5 difference 4. 12 under 5, this is 12 under 5. So that's 0696. So difference 4 will give me what? So difference 4 is, this difference 4, that's 14. So that's 0669 plus 14. This is 3890. Then you have 0.0983. 0.89983. So if you check this very well, you will see that you can apply your laws of indices directly. This is division and you have the same base. It means you are going to subtract the index from each other. Then this one will give me 2.8957 minus 1.0983. So if you find the difference, you have 2.8957, 1.083, then this give me 4. You have 7 here. This will give me 97, and this is 1. Then you have 1.7974. But you must not stop here. So you have to find the anti-logarithm so as to have the number that give this logarithm. And don't forget to find the anti-logarithm, anti-log. So you use the mantissa part, you check it on your anti-logarithm table, and you just use the characteristics part to place the decimal point. It means I'm going to check 0.79 under 7 difference 4 on my anti-logarithm table. 0.79 under what? Under 7 difference 4. 0.79 under 7. So as to see it very well. So yeah, under 7, that's 6266. So difference what? So difference 4. So you check the difference. This is 4. What is corresponding to it here is 6. If you add 6 to it, this will give you 2726. That's 6272. 62 6272. You understand now? And I said you are going to use what? You are going to use this one to take the what? To take the decimal point. So you use this one to what? To take the decimal point. Before I can have one as my characteristics part, it means how many number did I have before the decimal point? How many digits? So I have 2 digits. So just add 1 to this characteristics part and use it to place the decimal point. This will give me 1, 2. You understand now? It means therefore 786.8 divided by 12.54 is equal to 62.72. You can check that out by pressing your calculator. You will see you get an approximate answer. So 7, 8. Can you try that with your calculator? So that's what. So that's we have the same thing. So with what we had here. So what can we deduce here? It means when you are dividing number, when you want to divide two numbers together, what you have to do is what? Is to find the logarithm of each of the number and then subtract them from each other. You understand now? So it means if you don't want to stress yourself here, what you can actually do is to what? Is to find the logarithm and just subtract directly. So for example, 786.8, 12.54. So you have the logarithm here to be 2.8957, 1.083. Just subtract directly without stressing yourself. That gives you 17974. Then you find the anti-log here, so which is 62.72. So that's that. Remember, for the first one, when you are multiplying, when you are finding the product, just take the logarithm of each and add. When you have taken the quotient, just take the logarithm of each and what? And subtract. So if that is clear, let us move to the third example. We have 4.23 raised to power 4. So that is not difficult. If you take the logarithm of this, that's 10 raised to power. Your characteristics part will be what? Will be 1, right? Since we have 2 digits, just subtract 1 from it. Then you now check 34 under 2 difference 3. 34 under 2 difference 3. On your what? On your logarithm table. If you check it under the anti-logarithm table, then you are wrong. That's rubbish nonsense. So 34 under 2, 34 under 2, yeah. Then difference 3 is 4. That will give you 5344. You have 5344. You know this is the logarithm of this number, right? Then everything raised to power 4. So, and don't forget from your laws of indices, when you have a raised to power m, everything raised to power n. That's the same thing as a raised to power mn. So it means this guy will give me 10 raised to power 1.5344 times 4. And that's 1.5344 times 4, 16, 17. 4 times 3 is 12, that's 13 if you add 1. So 20, 21. You understand now, you keep 2, then this will give you 6. Then that gives you 10, 6.1376. Don't forget, you now find the anti-log, that is to find the number which gives this logarithm. Then your anti-log is going to give me what? You check 0.13 under 7 difference 6. Under what? Under anti-logarithm table, 0.13 under 7 difference 6. 13 under 7. Under 7, what is corresponding to 7 here? I think this is this, right? Difference what? Difference 6. So if you check difference 6, what is corresponding here is 2. If you add this together, this will give me 1371 plus 2, that's 1373. 1373, and you have 1373. Don't forget, you now use your characteristics part to place the decimal point. Before I can have 6 as my characteristics part, it means how many digits number is this? 7. But now this is just 4 digits. Then you now make it 7 digits by adding 0 to it. Then if you add 1 0, it will make it 5. Another 0 will make it 6. Another 0 will make it what? we make it 7, and that's your result. That's your result. You can check your calculator. So by multiplying this by itself, how many times? So 4 times. So you will see that you are going to get the same result, or result that is closer to it, or result that is very closer to that. So if that is clear, then another deduction we can have here is that if you want to simplify something of this nature, that is a number in power, using your logarithm, you don't need to stress yourself. You by following all this approach, what you are going to do is to what? Just take the logarithm of this number, logarithm. You take the logarithm of this guy. You know the logarithm of this guy is what? That's 6 point no 1.5344. Then you now multiply by 4, which is the power. So it means when you want to take the power of a number using your logarithm table, just take the logarithm and multiply it by the power. So if this power here is 5, then it means you are going to multiply by h. You are going to multiply by 5. The last example, so number 4, I have square root of 79.48. Remember, square root of 79.48 is same thing as 79.48. Everything raised by what? Half. So then you can take the logarithm of this guy. Since logarithm is the power to which a base is raised, then this will give me 10. Then you find your characteristics part like we've doing before. The characteristics part of 79 will be 1, like I've explained. You count the number of digits and subtract 1. Then you check 79 under 4 differentiate under logarithm table. Don't check it under anti-logarithm table. 79 under 4 difference 8. 79 under 4 difference 8. 79 under 4 is this. Am I talking sense? Yeah. So then difference 8. Difference 8 is 4. If you have 8998 plus 4, this will give me 2009. That's 9002. Then 1 point. 9002. Then everything raised by what? Everything raised by half. If you use your laws of indices, so it means this is same thing as having what? So it is same thing as having, okay? So it is same thing as having, multiplying this guy by this guy, that's 10, 1.9002 multiplied by half. So that is 1.9002 divided by 2. 2 in 1, that's 0. 2 in 19, that's 9 remainder 1, 501. So then I have 10 raised by 0.9501. Then don't forget, you have to take the logarithm, because you need to get the number that actually what? That actually give this logarithm. Then how do you check that? You check 0.95 under 0 difference 1. Under what? Under anti-logarithm table. 0.95 under 0 difference 1. 95 under 0. Let me check it. 0.95 under 0 difference 1. So your difference 1 here is 2. If you add it together, you are going to get 8915. Is that not so? 8915. And don't forget, you are going to use this guy to place the decimal point. So before you can have 0 as what? As your characteristics part, it means you must have what? So you must have what? 1 digit before the decimal point. It means the antilog of this is going to be 8915. Then you just use this to place, that's 1. You understand now? You can check your four-figure table by taking the square root of what? You can check your calculator. If you take the square root of 79.48, you will get something like this. So that's that. So but our deduction here is that if you have something of this nature, you don't need to stress yourself. So what you have to do is to what? Is to take the logarithm of the number and divide by the what? By that root. If it is square root, you divide by 2. If it is cube root, you divide by 3. So then if that is clear, remember what I said the other time. If you are multiplying, just take the logarithm of each of the number and add. If you are dividing, take the logarithm of each number and divide and subtract, sorry. If you are taking the power, take the logarithm and multiply by the power. If you are finding the nth root, just take the logarithm and divide by n. Okay, now let me now give you an example that take into account of everything. So for example, without using calculator, simplify square root of fourth root of 4.86 multiply by 3.08 divided by 2.081 multiply by 4.205. Yeah, this is not difficult. So you can see, even if you want to use your hand, it will be very cumbersome. It will be difficult for you to solve, but with this you can use your four-figure table, your logarithm table. Just don't forget what I said. Just take the logarithm of each of them, and if you are to multiply, you are going to add. If you are to divide, it means you are going to subtract the logarithm from each other. If it has power, you are going to multiply, and if it has nth root, you are going to divide. It means, let us take it one by one. You don't need to use what do we call it, the standard form again. We know we are working in base what? So in base 10 working. Yeah. So let us do the numerator first. You know, for the numerator we have 54.86 times 3.08. Then 54.86, so 3.08. You find the logarithm. So the characteristics part of this number will be 1, right? Then you check 54 under 8 difference 6. 54 under 8 difference 6. 54 under 8 is 7388. Difference 6 is 5. 7388 plus 5, that's 393. So that's 7393. So you have 7393 here. You understand now? Then the second one, don't forget, you have to take the characteristics part. The characteristics part of this number will be 0. Don't forget, it is one digit. You subtract 1 from it, and you check 30 under 8 on your logarithm table. On your logarithm table, 30 under 8. So this is under 8. 30 under 8 is 4886. Is that not so? So 4886. 4886. So now if you combine the two guys together, since you are multiplying, it means 54.86 multiplied by 3.08 mean you are going to what? You are going to add these guys together. Remember the principle I told you? Then this is 9, 7. So you keep 1, 11, that's 12. 12 again, then this will give me 2. Then you can place it here. So you understand now? Then you go to the denominator as well. So it is also multiplication. Take the logarithm of this, and add them together. Then you have 2.081. So your characteristics part will be 0. Then you check 20 under 8 difference 1. 20 under 8 difference 1. 20 under 8 is 3181. Difference 1 is 2, that's 3183. 3183. Then you check the second one too, that's 4205. Your characteristics part is 0. Then if you check the logarithm, that's 42 under 0 difference 5. 42 under 0, that's 6232. Difference 5 is what? What is corresponding to difference 5 is 5. That's 6237. 6237. You have 6237. Since we are to multiply, so it means your denominator, so that is 2.081 multiplied by 4.205. You are still going to add it. That's 0, 11, that's 12, 4, 90. So that gives you what? 0.9420. Don't forget, you have to follow your board mass. We are done with the numerator as well as the denominator. So this is numerator. So this is denominator. And if you check it very well, if you check your board mass, from your board mass, brackets come first. You understand now? It means you have to simplify the one inside the bracket first. That is, you have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So then you are going to have numerator. Let's say let me change my pen so as to make it more clearer. So now, you can have numerator divided by denominator. You understand now? So denominator divided by denominator means you have to subtract what you have in the numerator, that's 2279 minus 0.9420. Since you've taken the logarithm, then if you subtract this will give me 9, 5, 8, 11. Yeah, that's 2, 1. So now we can have numerator divided by denominator multiplied by raised power 3, since we have the power here. So it is either you take the power first, or you take what? Or you take the radical, which is what? Which is the nth root. But if you take the power here, so that means what you obtain from, the quotient of the numerator and the denominator, it means you have to multiply it by 3. That will give you multiply by 3. 3 times 9, 27. You keep 2. This is 15, 17. You keep 1, 24, 5. You keep 2, 6. This is 8. And this is 3. You understand now? So, and you now go, to the last step, which is fourth root of numerator divided by denominator, everything raised by 3. And don't forget, we have taken the nth root, you just divide by the n. Since this is the fourth root, it means we are going to divide by what? So you divide by what? By 4. Okay, let us divide by 4. Let us divide by 4. Excuse me. So let us divide by 4. 4 in 3 is impossible. You write 0 point, right? So 4 in 36, that is 9. 4 in 5 is 1, remainder 1. 4 in 17 is 4, remainder 1. So 4 in 17 again is 4, remainder 1. You can stop here. So that is the logarithm of all of them, all the expression. So then you now take the anti-log. So since we want to know the number that actually give this logarithm, what do you check? You check 0.91 under 4 difference 4. 0.91 under 4 difference 4. Under your what? Under your anti-logarithm table. 0.91 under 4 difference 4. Difference 4 is 8. If you add it together, that's 8204 plus 8212. So that's 8212. 8212. So 8212. Then you can use this to place your decimal point, because before you can have 0 here, it means because before you can have 0 as your characteristics part, it means this G is actually 1. You understand now? So that's, you can just add 1 to 0. So then you count 1 here. So it means you can conclude adequately that the fourth root of 54.86 multiplied by 3.08 divided by 2.081 multiplied by 4.205, everything raised by 3 is equal to 8.212. That's that. So what we've done is we use the principle, that is, if you are multiplying, just take the logarithm and add. If you are dividing, just take the logarithm and subtract. When you want to take the power, take the logarithm and multiply by that power. When you are finding the what? The nth root, so just take the logarithm and divide by the root you are working with. So if that is clear, please don't forget to like, share, and inform your friend so that they can benefit too. I will meet you in the next video.